One of the biggest telecommunications firms in Nigeria, MTN, today made a historic step in its business journey in the country with its formal listing by introduction at the Nigeria Stock Exchange. It featured the listing of shares worth 20.35 billion at the price of 90 naira. At the facts behind the listing, the CEO of the Nigeria Stock Exchange, Mr. Oscar Onyema, lauded the telco giant on its performance as he added 1.8 trillion naira to the market capitalization of the exchange.
Today's listing is a promising development in the country since MTN Nigeria is the first of the big four telecommunications service companies to successfully list its shares on a Nigerian securities exchange. It serves as an example to other similar situated companies, and we encourage more of the telecommunication companies in Nigeria to explore the different opportunities for raising capital on the exchange's platform. We believe that increased participation of indigenous companies in the capital market will improve credibility, entrench good corporate governance, transparency, and sustainability in these companies, as well as increase investors' confidence, both domestic and international. We are particularly pleased that MTN Nigeria has taken this strategic step to join the premium board of the exchange, and in so doing, the prestigious club of quoted companies in Nigeria. This step reflects the company's belief that our platform remains a veritable avenue for raising capital and enabling sustainable national growth. I commend MTN Nigeria for this bold and strategic step. Your listing on the NSE today will not only showcase your company as an established player in the telecommunications industry, but will enable the company to actualize its strategic vision, which is to lead the delivery of a bold new digital world to its customers. Today's listing by introduction of 20.35 billion ordinary shares of MTN Nigeria at a listing price of 90 naira per share is as a result of many months of hard work by all parties to the transaction, including the Nigerian Communication Commission, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and the exchange. The listing has added a little over 1.8 trillion naira to the market capitalization of the exchange, further deepening the Nigerian capital market. It will also increase the visibility of MTN Nigeria whilst differentiating its brand as a premier player in the Nigerian economy. This listing shows the confidence MTN Nigeria has in our platform, which has a total market capitalization of 21.5 trillion naira across various asset classes.
CEO of MTN Nigeria, Mr. Fedi Moman, in his presentation, highlighted the compelling business case for his investments in the country, a strategic trust, and rationale for listing at the exchange.
So why are we excited about Nigeria? Nigeria has the largest economy in Africa. Nigeria has the largest telecommunication market in Africa. And we have the largest mobile network in Nigeria. On the right-hand side talks more about how does this market look. So the population is growing by 2% per annum. This, according to some article I read some time ago, means that I think around about 2030 you're probably going to be the third or the second most populous country in the world. This is our battle cry. This is an acronym that we've come up with. This is what everybody aligns to, and everybody understands how they contribute to the company and what we want to do. So I'm going to take 5 minutes and quickly explain to you what it means. So as I said, the word BRIGHT is an acronym. The part on the B on the left-hand side, or where we start the B, is best customer experience. You would have heard Kunle and I have spoken about this a few times. So this is most important for us, and it's a starting point for us. The one on the right-hand side is technology. We're nothing if we don't have a technology, and we don't have switches, and we don't have fiber in the ground. The R is returns. This is what Kunle had addressed now. This is your EBITDA margin, your free cash flow margin. These type of things sits in R. The H is really split into two. The H is firstly about our people that work for us. How do we treat these people? How do we look after them? How do we make them feel safe? And the other part of the H is what we call minds. This is where we manage stakeholder management, people like you, for example, the press, etc. sits in H. And the ING is the commercial part of our battle cry. The G is the easiest one to remember, and this is Kunle's favorite, the future. Where is the money going to come from? What are we going to do after tomorrow? And the I, that's why you see data, digital, and fintech sitting under the G, because this is the future for us. And under the I is the existing services we have. How do we expand the ones that we already have? So this is bright. I'm not going to go into the detail of all the other letters. And as I said, we roll this down to the lowest level in the company, and we manage our performance according to that also. In 2007, we already started a process whereby we set up a beneficial shareholder structure, and we extended our local shareholder base from 10% in those days to 20%. So we have a local shareholding base of round about 20%. So the localization of MTN started round about 2007. This to me is the next step of that localization process, where we're now trading our shares and the public at large can now invest in MTN. We anticipate another step in this process. We anticipate doing an IPO at a future date. So at that particular point in time, I think we would have concluded the project by looking at localization. But it's important to note that as we stand now, probably 20% of our shares are already held by Nigerians. We are also proud to contribute to the growth in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And Oscar and I had a discussion when we were interviewed by CNBC. He was asked a question about the growth in the stock exchange. And I said I was very tempted to set out a challenge there for the other mobile operators in Nigeria and say, we've led the way. And there I say, like we've always done, please come and join us on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And let's create a deeper and a bigger stock exchange.
Mr. Freddy Moorman speaks further on the listing and the value it will create for the Nigerian capital market and economy.
Extremely exciting, wonderful day, I think momentous. What's very exciting is that 18 years ago we made the first call on the network, and today we are listing. I think this is a huge opportunity. It gives depth to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to help grow the economy in Nigeria.
Finally, the telco index. A lot of people have been looking forward to telco index growing. So you're the first to list. What are we expecting more? And in terms of even the future, you talked about digital, data, and fintech. What do you expect more from that regard?
So obviously we're the first one on the telco index. So I'm really hoping we get our competitors to also join. It will also help deepen the market. And then yes, we're very excited about the future. We're rolling out 4G extensively. We recently got 800 spectrum from the regulator, which is allowing us to roll about far more.
With over 16 million subscribers on its network, MTN has taken the leadership step to be the first of the 4 big telco firms to be listed in the NSE, giving Nigerians 20% ownership. It is expected that this listing will deepen the market to the Mobile Telecommunications Index.